Grand Rising, Nita. Okay. Sorry, I was channeling and getting messages while I was shuffling these cards. Anyways, Grand Rising, Grand Afternoon, Grand Evening, beautiful souls. It's your girl Beauty, and I'm back to give you all the divinely guided love read. Hold on. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you came back to see me, what it do, boo? Y'all know I'm here to help give y'all the issues in y'all relationship dynamics so y'all can move how y'all need to move. Over here, we focus on personal and spiritual development because that's all we can do is work on oneself. Y'all, if you need anything from me, email me. Necklace, bracelet, anklets, rings, or reading, email me. Okay? Nita, did you get your tracking information? I sent you an email, and also PayPal should have updated it in your invoice. Grand Rising Kimmy, okay? Grand Rising Beautiful. Listen, hold on, y'all. My necklace is on backwards. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled the. Okay, I'm grateful you got it. I went ahead and pulled the energy for today's reading. And while I was sitting here shuffling, I just heard that your ex now realizes that, excuse me, the karmic connection was a reflection of their fear of intimacy. Grand Rising, it's 12:51 in Hawaii. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Christy. Um, so your ex is now understanding the assignment. Okay? Just like when you went through, okay, and you realized when you went through your beautiful destruction, right? And you realized that it was a lesson that you needed to learn, whether you was coming up out of your karmic cycle and your spirit team showed you, you know, how you were a karmic, okay? And the lesson that you learned from your, you know, when you went through your beautiful destruction, this person is now in that place, okay? So they're now realizing that that relationship was a reflection of their fear of intimacy. Okay, so which means the connection that they had with this karmic individual was not a deep connection. It was a superficial, but it was a chance for them to learn why they were in a connection. Okay, this karmic person is not somebody who genuinely loved them. Okay, I saw lust and I also saw unexpected money. So it was more of a, you know, a need-based connection, not something that was on a deeper, a soul-based connection. So he provided the finances and she was swinging off the chandelier, okay? Or she provided the finances and he was laying good pipe. Take it the way it resonates, okay? This person is now understanding that it was a lesson, not love. It's a lesson, and the lesson is the fear relationship. Okay, the soul's journey card, it was two came out. They came out together. Relationships and fear. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck was empathy. Okay, now I believe the empathy card is for the collective. Okay, those of us who, and I'm going to say us, not that this reading is about me, but I'm going to say us because I'm a part of the collective. Those of us who are on a twin flame journey, okay, Remember that your twin is actually, if you're a twin, you are one soul split into two. Okay, so right now I'm gonna speak to the twins, but I'm gonna also speak to the soulmates too. Now, if you're on a twin flame journey, you have to understand this card says, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Okay, so with the empathy card, you have to realize that this person, your twin, okay, had to go through their own awakening process. So you have to see it from both sides. Just like you went through and you had to learn about your karmic ways, this person is going through and they learned about their karmic ways. Okay, boom, soulmates. Now, on the soulmate journey, this is somebody um, who is going through, okay, learning about their relationships and how they got themselves entangled into somebody who did not really love them. Okay, now when you meet your soulmate is going to probably have a conversation with you about them going through something like this. All right, them meeting somebody who didn't love them or whatever the case may be, that used them. It was a superficial relationship. So when y'all got together, it was on a deeper connection. When you met this person, because I see faded meeting, important connection. This is a deep level connection. Okay, so when y'all conversing about stuff, y'all gonna see that both of y'all went through the same thing. Okay, it might not be the same exact thing, but it's a similar journey. All right. I see talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering, and then faded meeting. All right. So this is a very important connection that if this is a soulmate journey, this is somebody you're about to get ready to meet because it's a faded meeting. Okay. Y'all gonna converse and you're gonna realize that when y'all conversing, you're gonna realize that, okay, boom, we done been through some of the similar things. Okay, so this is going to be a deeper level of connection. Relationships, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, so you're now in a place of meeting somebody who is going to serve your higher good, because you have switched dynamics, you have jumped timelines. Okay, boom, fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Please do not, okay, still be in that fear-based mindset. Fear of relationships. Do not be in a place of, oh, I'm not, a lot of us stay out of relationships because we don't want to go through what we done been through before. That's letting fear dictate our life, instead of understanding that it was a lesson for us to learn, not that we're going to keep repeating the cycle. Okay, oftentimes we will hold ourselves back from relationships, and when we get old, we still single, and we wondering why the fuck we still single. It's because your soulmate been came to meet you, but you was like, I ain't gonna let nobody else do this to me. I'd rather just be by myself in fear. Okay, don't live in fear. Okay, you gotta understand that when we go through things, we meet people, and we go through these cycles, it's a chance for us to learn, not for us to be in fear. I went ahead and pulled the energy of the cards. The first person came out was court person. Excuse me. And it's official, okay? The court person, when I see this card, to me, this is like spiritual court. This is like somebody actually going through spiritual court, not just actual physical court. And the reason why I say it's spiritual court, because it's animals in this card. Look, divine masculine. It's animal and courthouse. Divine masculine and courthouse, okay, has everything to do with what I was getting ready to say before the card even jumped their way out. At the bottom of the deck of the courthouse card, you have a journey, and this is a man, right? This man, this divine masculine, is in spiritual court right now. Divine feminist, your divine masculine is in spiritual court right now. Divine masculine, your divine feminine is in spiritual court right now. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Nevertheless, let me continue. This person is now understanding that the relationship that they were in was a lesson, and they're now learning the lesson. Just like you had to learn the lesson, this person is now learning the lesson. All right, this person is now seeing things not from the physical from the physical plane, but from the spiritual plane. They're not understanding the lesson. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit. said my prayer before I got on here, but somehow I feel like I need to say my prayer again. Okay? So I'm going to say my prayer again. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel, Spirit, guides, and ancestors that love, God, and support me. Please use me as a vessel to get a message to the collective. Help me to see what it is that I need to see so I can relay the messages that I need to relay. I pray and ask that you protect me from any dark or negative entity or energy that tries to hijack this reading, as I do not give them permission to cross over. I thank you for choosing me to be your messenger. I thank you for loving me, guiding me, protecting me, and I thank you for blessing me. I love you. Ashe, and did it so. All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Show me this talking. Clarify this talking for me, Holy Spirit. Please and thank you. Why is talking out here? Also, I see cut down. Okay? Separation, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, and silent treatment. Talking. The priest is waking up to the relationship. Okay? Now, oftentimes, in the standard tarot deck, you will see the high priestess, okay? But in the intuitive calves Kipperish oracle deck, he's a priest, okay? Now the priest is now waking up to the relationship. This is the divine masculine that's going through the spiritual awakening. This is the divine masculine that's in court, going through the spiritual awakening, right? This person is now, if you can see, this is the same person. Look at him, look at him, same person. This person, ladies, he might be a little older than you. Men, you might be a little older than her, okay? This person is now going through their spiritual awakening, and they're now realizing the relationship, the karmic relationship, and the soul-based relationship, the spiritual connection with you, okay? Fated meeting, important connection. Clarify fated meeting, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. This person is now going on their journey, okay? Understand. Have to see things from both perspectives, both sides. We can't be one-sided as divine beings. You're in this bliss, and this is why you're having a fated meeting. Whether this is your twin or whether this is a soulmate. The reason why you're having this fated meeting is because who, what, and why is how it comes out, okay? Who? The divine masculine is in spiritual court. What is the divine masculine and spiritual court about? About relationships, okay? The lustful relationships and the soul-based relationships, okay? Why is this happening? It's because of you, okay? You're in this place of bliss and happiness, right? This is why you're bringing in a fated meeting. It's because you're in alignment. When you're in alignment with bliss and happiness, okay, you'll resonate from a state of love. You are in the high vibration. When you in the high vibration, this is when you resonate with the state of love. So whether it's a soulmate coming in or a twin coming in, you are resonating with a state of love. You are attracted in this type of energy. This is why it's happening for you, because of the work that you are doing. Who, what, and why. All right? Also at the bottom of the beach time soul is soul connection, partnership, soulmates, okay? Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. Man. Man. What's going on, Holy Spirit? Community and imprisonment. There is a community of people, okay, in the house. So it's like this person wants to have a conversation, because this came out on talking. This person wants to have a conversation about the people who maybe spoke against y'all relationship or didn't support y'all relationship, that's got them going through this spiritual court. Somebody who they possibly shared a house with. Show me more, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. This conversation is not for you to pass judgment, okay? As a divine being, we have to see things from both perspectives. Even if this is somebody, okay, say for instance, you a twin, and your twin coming in to talk to you about what's going on in this situation, right? It's not for you to judge this person. It's not for you to say, goody for you. No, okay? As a divine being, we move from a state of love. So when this person comes in and have this conversation with you, okay, if you're going to offer a word of wisdom, offer a word of wisdom. But do not fall back into that giddy feeling because this person coming to have a conversation with you where you giving them all your energy. Because I always tell y'all, sit on your throne, don't move, don't waver, don't do none of that. When this person comes in and have a conversation with you, okay, stand in your power. Keep your boundaries in place. Do not get all giddy. Oh, this person coming in to talk to me and not you, because you're going to make them run again because you're giving them too much energy. Okay, keep your boundaries in place. Have that conversation with them, and then you can release them, send them on about their way. Okay, don't be in the place of falling back, giving all your energy to them. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to keep your boundaries in place because remember, they're still in a cycle of learning. Okay, they're still in a cycle of healing. Hold on, don't move. All right, now they're going to have a conversation with you about these people that's got them mentally, spiritually locked up. Okay, I just heard when they had this conversation with you, you got to be in the place of remembering when you went through the same exact journey, when you was in the same exact place, and you offer them words of wisdom from when you went through. What did you do when you was in this position? Okay, what helped you get up out of that spot? That's the conversation you need to have with them. Okay, not you falling back into the trap. I just heard fall into the gap. Y'all remember that Gap commercial a long time ago? Show me more, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Boss. Like you the boss. You the boss in this dynamic. Somebody else is in imprisonment and you're in boss energy. I have to break it down in a soulmate connection and a twin flame connection because I want y'all to really understand not all of us are on twin flame journeys. Some of us are on soulmate journeys, okay? Now, your soulmate, okay, is going through their healing journey while you are in boss energy, okay? If you're on the twin flame journey, your twin is going through they're in imprisonment, so they're going through their spiritual court right now while you are in boss energy, okay? All right. Oftentimes, another thing I want to point out, just like I was just trying to tell y'all, like when you in the boss energy, you have employees up under you, okay? Oftentimes, you have to teach your employees how to do their job, okay? So this is the same thing I was just telling you. When y'all have this conversation with this person, it's going to be like you're the boss, okay? You're training up your employees in the business, okay? All right. Yeah, this person is going through their awakening. All of us have to go through our awakening. You've been through yours, okay? Judge not, lest ye be judged. it's this community of people watching you, okay? And they're also going to watch this connection unfold. Ice King. Ice King is the king of swords. Okay? So that's the logic. That's the truth. That's the clarity that somebody is now getting. Not only that, this person is the divine masculine. I just seen a third party card. That's why I was like, hold up. The divine masculine is now getting in this energy. Okay? The divine masculine is now getting in the energy of truth, clarity, and cutting people out. Okay? Cutting people out that no longer serves them. It's that community of people. The only way this divine masculine will be able to grow is if they go through the lesson, they learn the lesson, not keep repeating the cycle. This person kept repeating this cycle. Okay, they broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. This person now sees that that's not true love. This person is going through their healing cycle. They're going through their spiritual awakening. Ooh, look at you. Moving on. Show me more, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. I keep seeing relationships. You see a relationship right here, relationship right here. This is about relationships. Fated meeting. This is about relationships, okay? Not only not only like love relationship, platonic relationships, family members, friends, lovers. This person is learning about all of that. Just like you had to learn about all of that. You had to learn that just because people your family, that don't mean they serve your higher good. You had to learn that even though people your friends, they don't serve, some of them don't serve your higher good. You had to learn all these things. This person is now learning these things. Whoever this is somebody who was loyal to family members, who was loyal to friends. You probably used to tell this person like, that person ain't got your back. That person don't genuinely mess with you. That person ain't. And now they're learning. They're now seeing the stuff that you was telling them. If this is if this is twin flame connection, you was telling this person that, all right, now that person don't really got your back like that. Okay? This person could have had a friend. I just heard this. This person could have had a friend that tried to. This friend played both sides. Okay? When you used to converse with this person about their friend, well, when you used to converse with the friend used to throw little shots at you, like flirting with you in a sense, making it seem like, dang, he messing up on something good, or she don't know what she got. You know what I'm saying? You used to tell this person like, all right, now that ain't really your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was your friend wouldn't be saying these type of things that they saying, right? Okay, so this person is now seeing that the people who they thought was their friend ain't really their friends. The people who was their family members didn't really serve their higher good. It was all to keep this person stuck, stagnant, not getting. It was more so of they wanted the connection that this person had with you, okay? And because you so loyal, you wasn't gonna even fall into the gap. Okay, you wasn't gonna be the one to mess with one of their friends or, listen to what their family had to say. That wasn't you. Okay, you was very loyal to this connection. Now, this person was loyal to their connections. They was loyal to their friends. They was loyal to their family members. They was loyal to people who was trying to pull y'all apart. You was loyal to trying to pull y'all together. They was loyal to the people who was trying to pull y'all apart. Now they're realizing that, oh, you was just hating because you wanted my divine feminine. You was just hating because you wanted my divine masculine. You was jealous of the gift that I had. This is what's going on. This person is now finding out the truth about everybody. Not just the relationship they was in, the community of people. The high priestess relationship and community, they not realizing. Didn't I just tell y'all this? The king, the ice king, and this is the sweetheart. This is the queen of cups energy. This is who you are at the center of your being. Now, man, Men, don't look at this woman and say, she just, no. Put, put, don't look at the gender of the card, okay? This person now sees that you were the person who was resonating, who could have loved them unconditionally. This person loves me unconditionally. It's not that I got money or I can do this or I can do that. This was unconditional love. The Queen of Cups to the King of Cups, sweetheart and the nice guy. This was a divine connection. The two hearts on this card right here. This is why this coming in, because you doing this. Huh? You are happy without a person. I always tell y'all, what y'all do to yourself, the outside world will do to y'all. So you're in the place of loving yourself wholeheartedly without a person, not needing a spiritual wealth, not needing a person. You had to fall in love with self first. Okay? How can you expect somebody else to love you when you don't love yourself? And how can you expend all your energy on somebody else when you haven't given that energy to yourself? Because you are giving that energy to yourself, this is why this is happening for you. Okay? This is why you are bringing the sweetheart and the nice guy together. A soul-based connection. Important connection. Okay? This is not a karmic lesson that's coming in for you in this season. It's a soul-based connection, whether it's a soulmate or twin. A lot of people in the year of 2024. Okay, so how do relationships work? It works in cycles. Divine connections come together in cycles. You had the number 8, which was last year, 2024. You had a cycle of divine connections come together. Okay, and most of the time it happened around the month of November, December, right? Boom. In this season, this year, you have another wave of divine connections coming together. Okay, it depends on where you are in your journey that dictates when your connection will come in. If you somebody still sitting around here waiting on a relationship, then you can expect to wait on the relationship. We can't be sitting around here like, when it's coming in, when it's coming in, when it's coming in, because it's not going to come in like that. You have to be focused on yourself. What are you doing besides watching tarot readings? Okay? Are you actively working on yourself? Are you going to the gym working out? Are you working on your craft? Are you in alignment with your destiny? What are you doing besides waiting on a connection? We shouldn't be in a place of waiting. We should be so busy with life that we be trying to figure out, well, damn, am I going to have space for a relationship? That's when the relationship comes in for you. Okay? Not in, well, when they coming? Well, when they coming? Well, when they coming? Readings are supposed to give you clarity. Okay? Readings are supposed to give you insight so you'll know how to move. Not for you to be sitting there, well, when they coming? Well, when they coming? I'm ready. No. You're supposed to be so busy that you be like, I don't know if I got time for this right now. Your energy is supposed to be so engulfed in you till you like, I don't even know if I got time for this right now. I got so much on my plate right now when it comes to me and my business, when it comes to me and my purpose, I don't even know if I have time for a relationship. That's how it happens. Okay? So you got to check with self. If self's sitting around here still waiting on a relationship, you could bet your bottom dollar you're going to be still waiting on that relationship. And if you around here rejecting love, you could bet your bottom dollar it's going to be a while before you fall in love because you're rejecting it. In the place of, oh, I ain't finna let nobody in because I done been through this and I done been through that. Okay. Sit right there, you're going to let your soulmate pass you right on by. Sexy, single, sexy, and successful. Okay? This is the energy you should be in. So busy, successful, that you don't even know. I don't even know if I got time for this. I'm so busy. Okay? I don't need a man. My money good. Okay? I like the way I look in the mirror without a person. I heard also when I was getting up, you got to be in the energy of what are you doing this for? Okay? Are you working on yourself to get somebody? Or are you working on yourself because that's what you truly want? That's true what you truly desire. Okay? Be in the place of when you going to the gym, or when you working on your business, or when you get into alignment, always ask yourself before you do anything, what am I doing it for? You can't be doing nothing to get a person, because it's gonna take a long time for that person to come in. Everything that you should be doing you should be doing it for self. I'm working out because it's some flaws that I don't like about my body. Okay? So every time I work out, I'm looking at myself in the mirror like, damn, I'm liking the way that's looking at. I'm liking the way that's looking. I'm liking the way that's sitting up. I'm liking the way that's, it's for me. Everything that you do should be for you, not because you're trying to get somebody else. You cannot trick the universe. Y'all know people always say, God knows my heart. Okay? You cannot trick the universe. You cannot trick the Most High. What's your reason for doing any and everything? It cannot be to get a person. It's not going to work like that. Show me more, Holy Spirit. This came out in a struggle position. Okay? Voodoo came out in a struggle position. Now keep in mind, voodoo is not just somebody doing spell work. Okay? Voodoo can be games, okay, manipulation, lies. That's all a form of spell work. Okay? So somebody is now being awakened to the mind games people play with them, the mind games, the lies that people told them, okay, about a starseed. They lied on you. They lied about you. They said all kind of things to keep y'all separated from each other. This is, if Divine Feminine, if you was talking to one of his homeboys, okay, this whole boy pulled salt in the game. All right? Divine Masculine, if you was talking to one of her homegirls, sister, mama, cousin, brother, whatever, they was pouring salt in the game. Okay? They was not telling the truth. They was trying to get y'all separated. Why? Because they wanted somebody like you. Divine Masculine, they wanted somebody like you. She don't deserve to have you. She ain't treating you right. Man, she was crazy to leave you like that. Okay? Pouring salt in the game. Divine Feminine, his homeboy, man, he don't know what he got. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna cheat on you to go be with her? He gonna do you like that? Pouring salt in the game. Okay? Why? Because it was supposed to have both of y'all like this. Separation. Not bringing y'all together. Because you could bet your bottom dollar, when they finish talking to you negatively about your person, they got on the phone with your person and told your person BS about you, okay? To keep y'all separated. Not to bring y'all together. You could bet your bottom dollar when they got off the phone with you, okay, they did not get on the phone or go around that person to tell them that they need to stop doing this or they need to stop doing that. Nah. They was encouraging them to keep moving in that direction. Go that way, go that way, go that way. Y'all got to realize that people come into your life to separate you from your divine path. I saw a video the other day on YouTube. It was a short. And this girl had gotten engaged. And before she got engaged, her homegirls used to tell her, don't cook for him, don't fix his lunch, don't do this and don't do that, okay? But guess what? When she didn't listen to her homegirls, she continued to do those wifely duties. And guess what? She got engaged. And then she was like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all told me don't do this and y'all told me don't do that, and I did that and I looked. And then her homegirls was in the comment section hating. Y'all gotta pay attention. Not everybody who surround. And another thing, when you have been picked out as a divine soul, okay, you don't have a large group of friends. You have a large group of enemies. Let that sizzle in your spirit. You have a large group of enemies. Because you have did the work, the labor and the efforts, this is why you're getting this achievement. Okay? This is why this situation is turning out for your betterment. This is why you're getting ready to have a soulmate. This is why your twin flame is coming back in. It's because of the work that you put in. Okay? Now, you got to remember, you came out as the boss. So you started out as the worker, you worked your way up. What you mean by that, beauty? Okay. When you first went on your spiritual journey, when you first went through your beautiful destruction, you was just the worker. You wasn't the boss. That's like an entry level position, right? And you went through, you learn how to meditate, you learn how to go within to get the answers, you learn how to listen to your spirit team, you learn how to seek guidance, you learn how to spend that, go into solitude. You learn all these things, okay? And because you learned all these things, you became a boss, right? You came in as an entry level. The entry level is the beautiful destruction. Now you in boss energy, okay? Now, you can run this business by yourself, or you can train somebody else up to work up under you, so you can have some time off, right? All right. So now, because you're in this boss energy, you have to guide other people, okay? And not to say that you have to sacrifice yourself, but each one must teach one. You can't hold on to the energy and be selfish. I don't care if somebody hurt you. That's like me being in this position and somebody from my past, like the karmic, come to me and ask me, how do I do this and how do I do that? Okay? I must tell. I can't hold on to this like, I'm not telling you nothing. Then I'm not serving the Most High. I'm serving myself. I was given the tools, I was given the gift to pass forward, not for me to hold on to it. So if a karmic energy comes to me and say, I had one comment in one of my shorts the other day. I guess I'm the karmic. I think I'm the karmic then. Okay, you got to go within and do the work. Not everybody who is a karmic, everybody is a seed of the Most High. But we all have to go through our lessons to come up out of that karmic season. Okay? So when a karmic comes towards you and asks you, how do you do this? How did you do that? Okay? It's not for you to hold on to it like, nah, I'm not going to tell you nothing. Oh, it's goody for you. No. Remember, we are divine beings. We move from a state of love. This is right. Yesterday, remember I told y'all about that dream that I had, and the karmic was telling me how she was going through this and she was going through that, and she wanted to give her child up for adoption. And I told her that I'd take the baby. Okay? It's because I'm a divine being. I move from a state of love. Okay? My ex, I'm going to tell y'all a story about my ex. Okay? And I'm not talking about the one who was a karmic. I'm talking about my first kid's daddy. His baby mama put me through so much stuff, y'all. When I say she put me through so much stuff, she put me through so much stuff. But it came to a point where she needed me, okay? I had to move on. I had another baby by somebody else. She had to move on. She had another baby by somebody else. But she was going through a very hard time, okay? She hadn't got real sick. She was on the verge of death. All right. He called me like, Vaughn, can you go over there and talk to her because, you know what I'm saying, she done lost her baby. You know, the defects done took her baby because the other son done beat the baby with a phone. Like, can you go over there and talk to her? You know what I'm saying? She might open up to you. You know what I'm saying? Help us get on track, take her medicine so she can live for them kids. Cool. I call her up like, listen, can I come talk to you? I was getting ready to go on the road to go to Atlanta. Okay, but I call up like, listen, can I come over there and talk to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't believe that I was coming to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I done said and done so much stuff to you. I done post you all over Facebook and said all kind of stuff to you. It didn't matter because it wasn't about me. So I went over there. I prayed with her. I gave her some tools to help her, you know what I'm saying, build her immune system back up. I did her hair for her. I poured into her. And she couldn't believe, out of all people, it was me that came to take care of her. It was me that poured life into her, because it wasn't about me. Like I told her, I don't care nothing about what you done said or what you done did. Divine beings move from a state of love. Regardless of what people do to you, when the Most High tells you to go do something for somebody, you have to do it, because you're a divine connection of His love. Okay, so even did I tell you He'll make even your enemies fall to your feet? Okay, she fell to my feet that day because she could not realize that, she couldn't understand that all the hurt I done caused you, you the one that came to show me love. You the one that came to do my hair. You not the one that passed judgment on me. I'm an extension of the Most High. I come to you to show you that the Most High is real and He loves you. Now you can fight to live, or you can pass away. So I work with her. I'm gonna say I worked with her for about a good 3 months. But then when I realized that, I prayed about it. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was calling her, checking upon her. Did you take your medicine? Did you do this? Did you do that? She wasn't doing it. Okay. At that point, I prayed. I asked the Most High, like, when do I let her go? Because I see she not. I can fight for her, but she gotta want to fight for herself. When do I let her go? He said, you can let her go. He told me she won't make it out the end of the year. So I called my baby daddy. I'm like, listen, you got to get your affairs in order, because she's not going to live for the rest of the year. He's like, man, no, her family says she doing good. She doing this. She doing that. Sure enough, December, I believe it was the 22nd of that year, she passed away. Now, here he come. Man, like, man, Vaughn, you told me she was going to pass away. I gave you a warning before destruction to get your affairs in order, because you was going to have to get your kids, because she was not going to make it out the rest of the year. I told you this. But you listened to what her family said, and her family told you that she was good, that she was working on herself. She was taking her medication. Okay? Because I'm an extension of the Most High. All right, I come in to shine light and give love to those, even when they hurt me. You did this. I hope y'all getting the message that I'm giving to y'all, regardless of what people say or do to you. Okay, the reason why your heart is so forgiving and why you can be an extension of love, because it's your purpose. You are love. Okay, if you have been working on yourself. You are love. When you are an extension of the Most High, you are love. So even when it's your enemies, you must still spread love. If you holding on to stuff that people done to you in your past, you can't best believe you're harboring that energy, and it's gonna keep you at a lower vibration. So you trying to figure out why your manifestations ain't coming to light. It's because you're still low vibrational. You have not released what people have done to you yet. You have not understand that everything you went through is not to hurt you, it's to help you. Everything you went through was a lesson for you. Learn the lesson and release the energy. I learned the lesson about what she's done to me and how I got in that connection. I was a karmic, and that was my get your shit together, all right? So I had to learn that lesson. And once I learned that lesson, I released that energy back to her. So that's why she was so condemned. That's why she felt some type of way when I came in to show her love. Because I had released that energy back to her. I'm good. I'm at peace. I'm happy. You going through. You struggling. You on the brink of death. Pay attention. Relationships and fear. I'm gonna read these here Soul's Journey card, and I'm gonna get on up out of here because it's time for me to get to the gym. First, we're gonna start off with relationships. In this three-dimensional world in which we live in, there is a sense that we are separate from one another, and also that we meet by chance. This is an illusion. The people in our lives are drawn to us and here for a reason. It is through sharing experiences and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. When someone appears in your life, you must see it. You must see what is not resolved or whole in the person and understand the lesson he or she brings home to you. You draw others to you like magnets in order to learn various aspects of yourself. The people who have close relationships with the people who you have close relationships with on earth are usually members of your soul family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons, even though it may not seem that way to you now. Once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if that person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Pay attention. Fear. This is like everything I was just saying to y'all. Like, make it make sense. Huh? Make it make sense. The outcome of all choices in life is to determine by two emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear, in its many guises, is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love and will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lessons are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. Y'all, those two cards just tied in everything I was just telling y'all about. Okay? Your relationships often reflect what you got going on in the inside of you. So anytime somebody come up into your forefront, what is the lesson? Okay? I met a neighbor who stayed downstairs from me maybe about, say, 3 weeks ago. Okay? This neighbor offered me marijuana. Keep in mind, y'all, I have not smoked marijuana since I left Georgia. I'm going to say a month before I left Georgia. I left Georgia August 4th. So I'm going to say the beginning of July, I stopped smoking marijuana. Right? This person came back into I met this person, okay? And the first thing they do when they meet me is offer me marijuana. Okay? Now this person came in as a lesson for me. Okay? Also a test. Right? So when this person offered me the marijuana, I took it. I sure did. Did I smoke it? No. Why? Because when I sat with the marijuana, okay, and I smelled the marijuana, it put something back in my mental. Okay? I remember when I used to smoke, I didn't like to create content. Okay? I didn't like to get on camera and record myself because I did not like the way it made me feel. I did not like the way it made me look. Not only that, I remember the last time I smoked, how it opened me up for a spiritual attack. Okay? So all those things came back to me when I smelled it. Guess what I did? I flushed it. And now I don't look at that person with these eyes. I look at that person with this. Who are you? And who sent you? Okay? Understand that sometimes people come in as a test to see if you really learned the lesson. Because if you didn't learn the lesson, if I didn't learn the lesson, guess what I would have did? Fell back into that addictive pattern of buying weed, smoking weed, not creating content, not living in my truth, not living in my purpose because I'm high and because I don't like the way the weed look on me. You understand the lesson? You don't want to fall back into the gap, okay? You want to keep ascending. I don't have nothing against nobody who's smoking weed. But on my journey, what I'm doing, I cannot smoke weed. There is no way I can smoke weed. Because it's going to have me sitting here thinking all day. I ain't going to be on here giving y'all no readings. I ain't going to be creating content for my other channel. I ain't going to be walking outside in nature because I'm going to be in my thought process all day. Understand the lessons. Understand the test so you don't repeat the cycles. Okay? We're not repeating cycles. We learn the next thing so we can evolve. We learn the next thing so we can evolve. Not repeating the same cycles over and over again. How can you evolve when you stay down here? Okay? How can you evolve when you stay down here? No. You got to learn the lesson, evolve. Learn the lesson, evolve. You're never going to stop learning lessons. Keep in mind. Long as you're here on earth, earth is a school. You're never going to stop learning. You're going to keep learning. And you're going to keep learning. It's just that the lessons, when you evolve, it's like you have the tools you need when it comes to those lessons and those tests. So you're going to pass it with flying colors if you pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna stay stuck. Like, damn, I'm still in this cycle. You in the cycle because you ain't paying attention. You ain't learning the lesson, so you can't evolve. I'm gonna get on up out of here, y'all. I love y'all. If y'all need anything from me, necklace, bracelets, anklets, rings, readings, the email is down in the description, all right? Thank y'all for making my heart beat while I make y'all heart beat. And until next time, y'all, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Oh, remember, I'm not here tomorrow. Okay, it won't be a live. It's gonna be a recorded message. Okay, I will not be here tomorrow. I love y'all. Peace.